Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another video. My name is xTycho and today I'll be covering all the tweets John Hendricks made replying to some of the community questions. He first shared his view on the critique about the recent blog post and that it was just an update on progress and to announce that they were hiring. He states that his two motivations for updates right now are: 1. To give status to our active community. It's hard to express how much you inspire us. Every dev like or comment here represents a team of people inspired by you to do their best work. I'm in your debt to share what I can. 2. To get this game ready for you, we need even more talented people to join the game. I take every game when post as a message to recruit harder, to find the right people to keep our progress on track. To ship this game we need a great game and a healthy team. When players and creators get into the game, the real conversation begins. And we want to be ready for that. Can't wait. Takes time. After this he answered a bunch of questions, and I'm just gonna pick out the most important ones because he answered a lot of them. So one of the first ones is the Hypixel team gonna launch everything that they want to add at once, or are they gonna work with updates after launch? Updates over time, absolutely. Let's just get the game out sooner, and assures players and creators are part of the process. After that he replied on a tweet stating that the Forge is helping them with the game. The Forge team are experts at rendering and multi-platform performance, so they are instantly friends. This is good news, because John Hendricks basically confirms that they are working with Hytale. Then another tweet: when the beta is released, will it be closed or open to everyone? I believe it is helpful to have both. After that, Quebec Corner asked a question. I'm genuinely curious as a future player of Hytale as to whether or not you guys have considered the potential of possibly including the feature or mechanic whereby it allows the user to gain the ability to perform a specific type of action that affects a certain thing. Yes, our tech should allow for this and I'm not opposed. We'll need to playtest it extensively before we take it to the double secret beta, which would allow us to. Another question, quick question, that I don't think spoils anything. Will there be hairstyles like dreads in Hytale? Yes, if there are fewer than 4 styles of mohawk at launch, I will be seriously disappointed. Then another question, I'm wondering what the Quebecs would look like during period of drought. Would they look deceived, near death? Just curious. It would certainly affect some Quebecs more than others. I imagine it would be a type of crisis they would react to quickly, and welcome all the help they could get. Another question, the recent blog post revealed creatures adapting to specific biomes. I expect each species to have crafting tailored to their natural habitat's resources. What are your thoughts on crafts varying based on the habitat they are in when similar resources are available? It's especially fun to think about how this might differ between NPC factions. Farron, Quebecs, Torques, and Scarix adapt in very different ways to new environments. Another question, I know Hytale has some medieval inspiration, but can we expect to see cool suits or plate armor in game? Absolutely, all armor types except from studded leather. Studded leather has been banned as historically inaccurate. Just kidding. Another question, could you by any chance say something about the old concept art? From what I guess, I would venture to say that we will have Orbis at launch and the other worlds perhaps for future updates. But this is just my humble little theory. It's a classic. I think Orbis and Nexus are integral to the story we want to tell, with the other players representing the stories players and creators tell. Although I bet Noxy has some story in his head for each of them. Noxy also replied to that, it was you who taught me to expand and contract. Then another question, I know this is a peak question and I totally understand if you don't answer. Are there stories in Hytale other than Tessa and Cryos? Yes there are, many more in fact. And another question, how much has the world of Orbis evolved since we saw the old blog posts? Did the environments get bigger and better, or they got maintained? Also, the 4 main zones are still surrounded by the sea, or is it just an old concept art now? I would say the world is richer and more balanced than before, which makes sense as our understanding of it develops along with the game story. Yes to the ocean still surrounding the land. but I'm going to hold back on describing the land for right now. Another question? I have a question about Hytale. As far as I know, the game will have elemental powers, although what is the electric element? Would it be purple, cyan or yellow? And if it is one of those in the personal world, can the color be customized? There will be many types of magic across Hytale, and elemental powers are an interesting part of Orbis. I'll hold off on declaring the colors now. If Thomas came to me with a great reason to change them tomorrow, we would. And yes, you can change the color in the personal world, or come up with your own type of magic. Another question, will Hytale have a system similar to Minecraft Redstone? I really enjoy mechanical systems in creative games. What are some of your favorites? Another question, I noticed that since the last blog post, some people were having doubt. Did the playtest happen on a new engine? John Hendricks replied with, we used our prototype engine. It's almost like we have two race cars and we're in the process of fitting the parts that we love from one into the other. Thankfully we can still get the practice laps on the older one. Then another question, will it be possible to play Hytale without internet? Yes, that is the plan, but not for all Hytale of course. That's going to be it for this video. If you'd like to see more of my videos, be sure to subscribe and follow my socials, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.